do this for regression testing when you put a new software load in?
We do. Yeah, absolutely we do. We do several types of regression testing. We have a functionality suite for which we use an in-house automation tool that allows us to do many releases of regression testing. We maintain that and keep it up to date with the coming changes. So every time you do a spec update to RHEL 10, to RHEL 11, we update our regression package so that it's still relevant and still works and still gives us a view that functionality-wise, everything still works. The other type of regression testing that we do is really built around customer call models. So every time we do a build in our lab, typically it's on a weekly basis, we'll do a traffic sanity type of regression. And so that's actually scaling up to about 2 million subs for a lot of our tests. But then we're running an actual call model that we feel is a good representation of some of our customers and some of the key call scenarios that they have in their network. But we use that one to really say, okay, yeah, we've got all these thousands of test cases down here, but what we need to make sure is for these major call types, for the major events that are happening in the customer's networks, we use the automated traffic tools in order to drive that. So we use that as our traffic sanity and make sure that, yeah, this is working correctly.
Another question over there?
Yeah, so one question to Dennis. Do you have any, does your suite support UV type of traffic, generating maybe thousands of UVs on one eNode B? Do you have that capability?
So we don't do any RF right now.
Okay.
We're basically from the eNode B inward. So, for example, when we test the MME, it appears to the MME as though we are multiple MMEs with lots of subscribers back there. But we're coming in from the S1 interface. Similarly, when we test, for example, PCRF, we'll come in on GX and RX. It appears as though the rest of the network is there and those are real subscribers doing real actions.
So it's a number of eNode Bs, right? So you can specify in the test configuration how many eNode Bs do you want, how many subs per eNode B, and that drives how those subscribers are. We've actually used the tool in order to do an attached storm where you've got just, either it's a recovery mode or it's some sort of failure in the network, but all of a sudden the resources become available and all the subscribers, instant activation are all trying to come and access the network all at once, right? So we do that type of test.
Some of the things that I think it was Adam was talking about in terms of, when you have, for example, a bunch of these eNode Bs coming up with machine to machine, the traffic activity is going to be quite a bit different, and we can simulate those scenarios. So you can identify, I want this number of eNode Bs and I want this type of action per second. But one thing I forgot to mention, I apologize, but I guess two things. One is that Hitachi was kind enough to allow us to have their MME in our exhibit, so we'll have a live demo. If you guys want to stop by on Wednesday or Thursday, you can see some traffic running through the MME. And the other thing is we made these cool mouse pads as a little giveaway, and you might want to stop by and get one. It has a lot of the major interfaces for 3G and LTE, so along with some reference points that you can go to get more protocol information. So those of you that want more signaling information, you can get it all here.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.